It's Bill from Melbourne City Maintenance, and here we are at this Port Melbourne home near the beach. And this house hasn't been painted in around 10 years. And our client has called us in to take over after the original painter turned up, did a little bit of work, and then never returned. So we were lucky to get the call to come and complete this job. And after quoting the job and determining what was left to do, we made an agreement with the client and we moved forward with the project. So we had to attend to this timber pergola, which needed sanding and some minor repairs. It was in very good condition considering the amount of time it hadn't been painted. The rendered walls were in very good condition and they were already painted with a primer. So we were able to determine what, if any, other preparation they required. But you can see these window frames did have some hairline cracks. Some of the cracks were quite a bit larger than others. And our job was going to be to go around and ensure with the appropriate fillers that those cracks were filled so that water wouldn't penetrate in future. The house was painted with a membrane coating, so that would have assisted as well in the event of some movement in the future. It would assist because membrane is a lot more flexible and is less likely to tear like exterior low sheen would. Now, the preparation has already begun on these windows. You can see the repairs that I've already made, and they will be almost invisible when the paint goes over the top, but because they're a different texture to the original render, they will be slightly noticeable. So for the larger cracks and damage, we're bringing in a renderer. Because we're painters, we can't actually repair large cracks and render walls. So we have an amazing contractor that will come in and do that work on our behalf and to the client's specifications so that this brand new brick wall will completely blend in with the rest of the house. This post will be reinstalled onto the brick wall once the render is repaired so that the gate can close properly because it wasn't closing at the time that we arrived. Now, very high up here on the wall, there is some damage to the render where some moldings were removed and they were fake windows, so they weren't required. Those areas will be accessed with a tall ladder and then they will be repaired and made to look seamless. In the back, we have pretty good condition all throughout. The timber is in very good condition. We'll sand that and get it ready for 2 coats of the new color. We have already, and we are continuing to fill gaps and cracks around the window frames and on the window ledges. And we're just trying to make sure that there's not going to be any areas where water can penetrate during a downpour. The clients are going to then cover this pergola with some corrugated roofing so that that wall and that window can be totally protected from the weather. Now this is the last window that has some minor cracks, nothing major, really easy to repair. Once we've filled it up with the appropriate exterior masonry filler, then they are going to be nice and sealed. I accidentally filled the weep holes and the client made me aware of those. And as a result of that, those repairs were removed so that we didn't have any weep holes that were covered. So here's a little bit of footage of how I went about removing the old filler that was installed maybe many years ago. And we open up the crack and just remove the old filler that is no longer holding on, and then we go about replacing that filler with brand new filler. And of course, the new paint is going to go over this filler, and that will make an even better seal than what the filler would do alone. Here I'm installing the gap filler. Very easy. It is water-based, very easy to clean up, very easy to install, and inexpensive as well, but really critical. It will get covered by the membrane coating, and once it's covered, you won't be able to see it, and it will just blend in seamlessly, and then these windows will be watertight once more. Now, in order to access the second level of the house at the front, we use the scaffold for the area that wasn't being interrupted by the pergola. And then we built a platform on top of the pergola out of plywood that we could stand on that was completely safe to do so. And as a result of that, we had very good access to both sides of the front of this house, and we replicated that system in the back of the house. Now, you may have noticed that the house is starting to take shape. The colors are all on. The place is looking really crisp and sharp, and we are putting the final touches on the house. We also painted the roller door, and we made sure to highlight the number 6 so that it is completely visible from the street. And let me take you around the house now to show you the end result. As you can see, all of the pergola has been painted with 2 coats of exterior low sheen. So have the windows, so has the house. The house has been painted in exterior membrane coating. The repairs at the top of the wall are done. They look amazing. The damage to the corner of the post here has been done. That has been repaired by the renderer. That looks great. The front door has been painted. The brick wall that was brand new and bare has been rendered. We have painted the flashings and anything on the exterior of the wall the same color as the wall, so they blend in. The gate post has been reinstalled and now the gate closes. And the rear of the house is also complete, looks nice and sharp. And we are coming to the end of this video, and it's time for me to brag a little and let you know that we received a 5-star review from the client about this job, and we are fast approaching 75-star reviews, and we couldn't be happier that our clients are happy. If you are looking for an exterior paint job, please call Bill on 0403 162 374.